You think I'll be good at this by now? I just did a whole intro and didn't record it. Welcome to Montreal, the next leg of the Canadian trip. After my first complimentary breakfast at the trip, there's an old church over there. I'll show you around Montreal some point if I get a chance on the boat cruise. It's a bit chilly today, I should have brought a jacket, but I'll be fine. I've changed seats so I can look out. I think this is the back of the boat though, so I might change seats back, but you can see the skyline behind me. It's going to be an interesting boat tour. I'll show you what I can. Go outside them, but there's a load of wasps that are open it once we're on the lake. Someone bungee jumping there. You won't catch me doing that.
Inhabitants go? Well, that's because you'll find 16 different cities on the island. The largest of these is, of course, Montreal. As I just said, it has a population of 1.8 million inhabitants. This whole pricing is quite ironic because Habitat 67 was actually intended as a modular building system that would allow for much more affordable construction of large dense housing in this ciel, alors que l'île Sainte-Hélène est partiellement artificielle. Ces sections artificielles ont été construites dans le cadre d'Expo 67, c'était justement pour accueillir l'exposition universelle de 1967, et on retrouve plusieurs vestiges de l'expo sur les îles. The island is called the Sainte-Hélène Island. It is part of Jean Drapeau Park, which has another island. It's called Notre Dame Island. It's behind this one. Notre Dame Island is fully artificial, while Sainte-Hélène is behind the trees. You can also find a big metal ball. That's actually a geodesic dome. It was designed to host the American Pavilion during the World's Fair. It was designed by Richard Buckminster Fuller, a famous American. He's the first European explorer to reach the island of Montreal. In the middle of the ridge, you'll even find a bust of Mr. Cartier. It was a gift from France to commemorate this event. Vous allez pouvoir apercevoir toutes sortes de manèges, d'attractions et de montagnes russes. Ce que vous voyez ici, c'est la Ronde. C'est le deuxième plus grand parc d'attractions. Depuis, plusieurs manèges ont été rajoutés au parc. C'est le cas de la grande montagne russe en bois que vous allez peut-être pouvoir apercevoir. Celle-ci s'appelle le Monstre. C'est la plus haute montagne russe en bois. And once you get your ride, you're going to see all kinds of rides and roller coasters. That's because you're seeing La Ronde. It's Canada's second largest amusement park. It opened in 1967 for the World's Fair. Since then, they added lots of rides in the park. That's the case for the really big wooden roller coaster you might have spotted. It is called Monster. It's the world's tallest twin-track wooden roller coaster with a... So if you're still looking in La Ronde, you're going to spot a red and blue roller coaster. It's the park's tallest and fastest ride. It's called Goliath. It has a drop of 52 meters, roughly around 170 feet, and top speed of 110 kilometers per hour, roughly around 68 miles per hour. Ce clocher, c'est le clocher de la co-cathédrale Saint-Antoine-le-Padoue. You'll find all kinds of other interesting stuff in Longueuil, like two marinas, and behind one of these you can spot a church. That church is the co-cathedral of St. Anthony of Padua. It's one of the largest churches on the South Shore, but it's also one of the biggest ones. It even features a little religious host, the 1976 Summer Olympic Games that were held in the city. Musical jusqu'à notre retour à Montréal lorsqu'on va passer au pont Jean-Cartier. Je vais débuter la deuxième et dernière partie de la croisée des questions ou des commentaires concernant la visite Montréal, peu importe, je serai très heureux de répondre à ce moment. So folks, as you can see, we just turned around. So we're going to take a short musical break until we're back.
With the stadiums underneath it.
because this is, of course, the old Molson Brewery. It's the 5th largest one in the world and the oldest one in North America. Alors, un peu plus au loin, mais toujours à tribord, vous allez voir. This is the old refrigerated warehouse of the Port of Montreal. So that's where they used to store all kinds of perishable food products. Inside, you'll also find a mechanism that's really similar to the one that you're going to find inside Big Ben back in London. That's because both of these towers were designed by the same English clockmaker. Then, there is actually a beach. However, it is fenced off because you can't swim here. The current is way too strong and you will be. So we're officially back in the old port since we passed the clock tower. And of course here you'll find tons of stuff to see and do. Vous trouverez aussi plusieurs cafés, restaurants et commerces tendances dans le plateau Mont-Royal. Plusieurs d'entre eux sont même situés le long de l'avenue du Mont-Royal, qui est l'artère commerciale principale.
That was okay apart from the wasps. We're on the way to the Montreal Tower. I'm not sure there's a more accessible way. But if it steps all the way up, I'm not going up there, I don't think. That says Bonjour Montreal, and that's the tower. There's an argument going on about who is next on that Bonjour Montreal sign. So I've got the footage I'll show you now and then. It's a big one, isn't it? Nice wooden promenade. If you drive, you could get across there. I don't think there's steps that way. Maybe not gonna get down these to get in. I'll show you what it's like when I'm done. There was a lift up here. I'll ask on the way out whether there's a more accessible way in. Let me take a photo and I'll show you around. That's the river we've just been down to St. Lawrence. The workout today. Got to climb the stairs for the 360 observation point. I'll climb these and show you what's that. Just check.
You did it. Well done. Okay, I'm gonna do it. 1, 2.
That's the end of the pier. They're the cube houses they were talking about on the boat. They're built of concrete cubes. They're quite expensive apparently. I'm sweating because of the stairs. Was it worth going up? Yeah, it's worth doing, but if you can't, you're not really missing out on anything. You can see it all down here. It's gorgeous. Yeah, they bungee jump off that tower, which you never catch me doing. There's the skylight again. I think I only paid a tenner to get out here. So it's totally worth it to see the views. I'm off to the Science Museum in a minute, which is back on the other side. There's the Bonjour sign they were or fighting over earlier. You don't have to go that way, you can go down that. You can walk down the path here. This is much easier, isn't it? You've got these things to interact with the animals. And then we go over to talk to the characters. He wants me to get some seaweed or something. It's quite interesting game, and these flags tell you more about the animals. The Arctic fox. So I'm going to read these and go back to you. Ice hopping. Let's see what I can hear. I won't film it, you'll have to come here, but I'll tell you the result afterwards. I could hear under 24 but not the children and teenagers. How much does it weigh? The skeleton weighs 13.5 kg. The brain weighs 1.2 kg. The feces weighs 2 kg. And bacteria weighs 1 kg. The bladder can hold 500 milliliters sweat without exercise, a litre a day. Iron in the body 4 grams, blood in the body 5 litres, no, 1 litre, and dead cells weigh 5 kg. That's disgusting. How long is your intestines? Okay. 6 meters. Thank you for letting me read your intestines. This is quite interesting. It's a baby's video. I won't show you anymore. That's a ladybird. And a good baby, you'll have to come and see if you're a better baby. This is really cool too. It shows you what babies can see. See, it's select all the animals. I did awfully at that one. That's really interesting. If you want to read it, pause. That's really cool, isn't it? Science come a long way. It's not always true. I was in top shape. I need to tuck into the gym when I get home. There's a lot of cool stories around, but I'm hoping you can read that one. It's quite interesting. And I agree with the top statement. But one thing I'm worried about, will my abilities I can do get worse. My disability doesn't get worse, but the effects of my disability get worse. So I moved the silver from that side to that side, and the gold from that side to that side. I feel like I shouldn't get the red flashing light, should I? nothing happened, that's boring. So that's all the water, that's the fresh water, and that's what we can drink. Oh, that's cool. That's apparently a rock for the moon. On board floating. There's the water running. It's not actual water. It's psychedelic in here. You're going to count all the reflections. So I guess 1, 2, 3, hello. 4, hello. 5, 6. We're going to be 6 times 4. And then at the end you got 2 more, so 26. I'm upside down, blue. This place is really cool. I'm stalking people at night. That's really cool. The robot does what the placemat said. So I go to do. It's me. As a piece of art. The finest piece of art you'll ever see. When I turn this to turn my light on. Kind of flashing, I don't know if you can see that. That's cool. A mini tornado. That's strange, the eyes glow on camera, they're not glowing in real life. You can become an archaeologist, discover skeletons. That was so cool in the Science Centre. There is. I'm just outside, I've got an apple juice and 2 macarons. But that's really cool, touching moon rock. You can do experiments, you learn a lot. And the boat tour was good, and the Montreal Port Tower, that was amazing too. So it's been a good day all in all. I thought I'd show you my macarons before they blow away. That's the breathtaking down What you dumplings? Oh, they're really good. I'm just walking back to the hotel. Lots of skyscrapers, I find that quite interesting and pretty. I know it's not nature, there's still a sense of prettiness too with the sun behind it too. Right, I'm going to navigate my way home. There's this monument. I think this is memory of something. And there's a skyline test. Does anyone know what this is? I can't read the French. If I could, I'd tell you. I walked back, got back. I brought Hershey's cookies and cream, raisin crunch. I'm gonna have that while watching some Netflix or YouTube on my phone. Do you want a bit of honesty? For some reason, I never feel like this, but tonight I just got self-conscious. I spilled my water down me, got a burger down me, and I felt embarrassed. And there's not much. It's about there, and that's all it is. I just get annoyed with myself sometimes. Let's see what they look like. Never had a crunch before. Crunchy crush. Ooh, that's got a nice flavour to it. I'm not a massive fan of grape flavour, but I like that. What could go wrong with cookies and cream, really? Like feeding a dog. There you go. I wouldn't say chocolate, but it's nice. Nothing ever gonna be Cadbury's, is it? I'm sorry for all the Americans and Canadians out there. That's the Olympic Tower we saw yesterday, the Olympic Stadium, and I'm going in the Biodome. That's where we're going. I've got to try and work out how to get in the building. It looks cool in here. Cold in here. It's warm in this one. Alice. Down. It's warm in here. Hello. A snake. Mice and bats in there, I don't know. If you can see that. It's so beautiful in here. It's got their own waterfall. There's a capybara down there. And there he is. My hands are sweaty. I'm worried I'm going to drop my camera. I should have brought my tripod.
Ой, класс!
The American beaver built a dam at back. I don't think they're about. This one is in the top of the last one, but getting an Uber like this might be hard. He's off. It's just like
Oh yeah.
It's not fish, but it's like, look, you see the carpet, and you see.
all the ducks. There's the electric saw underneath. It's massive here. That's cool.
To us about their pain or their sickness. So we use tests like x-rays to diagnose them or monitor their health. This snapping turtle will soon lay her eggs, some 40 in total.
Oh, there is.
She will be closely monitored.
It's massive. Maybe I'm wrong, but every time I touch a wall, it makes an animal noise. I only found out because I was bounced off of it. And that's the stadium. I think you in 1970s, 80s, they had it when editing this. Future me will put that on the screen. But it's cool out there. I think I'm gonna go this way. So I'll see you in a bit. On my tour yesterday, he was saying that Olympic Village was turned into residence housing. So you assume that's that side of the road. There's the Olympic Stadium. They're quite cool. If you're watching my videos, you know I collect London 2012 stuff. So yeah, this is quite cool to see another Olympic Stadium. I've probably seen 3 or 4 now. I saw one in, where was it? Was it Amsterdam or they had the Olympics? I've been to the London one, this one, and I saw one in Rome too when I went there.